Hey, everybody. For this week's magic lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about past life meditations, and past life regressions. I just taught a class at my school. So if anybody's interested, you could go get the video of it, really inexpensive, learn what it is, why you do it, how to do it, and then we do a journey together. But you can do this on your own. Why do we want to do past life regression? Well, is it to figure out if you were Cleopatra or Marilyn Monroe or the king of whoever? Really, though that's kind of fun. Why we do it is to figure out how to navigate this life. Because so much of our past lives tells you why you always pick the wrong romantic partner, or why you have issues in a certain thing, or why you don't like the color pink. And if we look at some of these lives, we literally can release that. Here's a good one for me. Here's my first experience. My entire life, I was afraid of railroad tracks and armored cars. Didn't know why. I don't really have irrational fears. I'm actually kind of left brain rational. But I would go by a railroad track that didn't have a railroad track in 100 years. In LA, we don't have trains on our tracks. We just kept the tracks. I would get the heebie-jeebies and I'd get all freaked out. I didn't There's no reason for it. And armored cars. Now you could understand that because there's armed people inside and people who might want to rob them. But it was an irrational fear about both of these things. And I had a little thing about didn't wasn't crazy about horses for some reason, but that wasn't really bad. On my very first past life regression, guess what? I learned that I was in the cowboy days and I literally had died robbing a Wells Fargo train. Yep, on a horse and a railroad track. And it wasn't a Wells Fargo wagon, it was a train. They must have had them. And all of a sudden, well, I did it. I looked at it. I was able to release it. So immediately after that regression, that fear of railroad tracks, that irrational fear of, of, of armored cars just kind of went away. 99.8%. Every once in a while, years later, I go, "Mm." But again, it's just leftover. It's just residual. So that's why you want to look at things. Health issues are huge with past life things like why you have lung problems or belly problems. You can go back and actually look and reverse and release them. There is lots of things you could do. Again, you can get my video very inexpensively. There's stuff on YouTube. Check out the people, look at what it is. Just do your own meditation. Perhaps light a candle, get comfortable, relax, do some breathing exercises, and then let your mind wander. Do a nice relaxation of all the muscles in your body. Again, I show you how to do it on my tape, and there is other ones too. And go back and see why you are who you are. Hold on to the good stuff and then just be able to really release what's not serving you. Magic is everywhere. Sometimes you just have to look at the past, the way past, to access it.